I've known for a while that I wanted to do a Bosozoku style build. That's tough to say. And I knew the Hot Wheels Mad Manga was the perfect casting to base it upon, since that's basically what it is. This is a wild and crazy style of Japanese car culture. And there you see some examples. And I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do until I saw this VinWiki video that was talking about the Japanese Yakuza, the organized crime element years ago in Japan, and the cars that they drove. And admittedly, it's a weird idea, but I got to thinking, well, what if you had a member of the Yakuza who was really into Bosozoku style cars wanted one? And obviously it wouldn't be as flashy color-wise as a lot of the cars are. So that's what I was after on this build. It was like, okay, what would that person build? So took the Mad Manga, drilled it apart, threw it in the stripper using the citrus strip. This thing has huge posts, which are great to drill and tap. So all of that went really well. There you see, I actually put longer screws in it at first so that it would make it easier to work with, using it on the helping hands. Got it all stripped and went over it with the wire wheel and then the buffing wheels. Got it as clean as I wanted to get it, sanded down some areas, but otherwise it was in pretty good shape. I mean, it's a new casting. I'm not starting off with a used casting on this one. It's brand new, so it's in great shape. And cleaned it off with the isopropyl alcohol. And there's what I hit it with the paint. I went with the black lacquer for the metal body, and then I went with the colored black chrome for the plastic base because I wanted a difference in the colors. I didn't want it just to all be the solid black. Now, if you think back to that time frame of, like the late 70s or so, you remember when the gold trim was really popular on import cars? You could pay for that option and get the gold trim. Well, that's what I did on this one with the gold Sharpie. And then I wanted to do a wheel swap because, the wheels were okay, but I just really didn't want them out there. But this Hot Wheels Real Rider pack had these great classic 4-spokes with gold centers, chrome edges. There you see them. They look a lot better in person. The camera doesn't do it justice here. And it worked out really well because, as you'll see here in a second, the sizing even was perfect on the length of the axles. So, a wheel swap doesn't get much easier than this. Threw the curved tweezers under the axle, popped it out of the plastic base. Even better, the very center of that plastic base is black. So it was just that weird yellow middle interior section of plastic that I painted with the black chrome. Because that yellow center section is what the exaggerated portions of the body are. They stick out. And so that really the chassis that you see there is all enclosed in that center section. It's kind of cool the way it works out. I was really happy with the way this was constructed. It made it very easy to do. Here you see the differences between the two paints. That's just the black lacquer on the left, and that's the black chrome on the right. And you can see it's really a dark gray, and that's the difference I wanted. So there isn't a lot to this build, admittedly. But I really don't think there would be. It's the Yakuza Bosozoku, which will just look ominous, which is what any good member of organized crime would want. You don't want it to be too colorful, but you definitely want it to be intimidating. And I think that's how this turns out. The chrome accents, I just did the door handles, tail lights. I hit the center of the tail lights, obviously, with the Tamiya clear red. But all in all, I think that the very subtle gold accents worked out well. And it did take me back to the days of the gold uh, trim packages that people would pay for. And that was cheap. I wasn't going to do that myself ever. But as I recall, it was hundreds of dollars just to get gold instead of chrome. But here's where we started. And I may do another one with a really outrageous paint scheme at some point. And who knows what I might do to the casting. I may butcher it and put exhaust coming out of the hood and go into the back instead and wild stuff. But I wanted it to be a Yakuza Bosozoku. And here you have it. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. It was really just a quick build. I won't tell you about how the paint went bad the first time. But in the end, it turned out nice. So there you have it. I hope you like it. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it has a nice ominous look to it. And yeah. Everybody, thanks for watching these videos. Stay safe and healthy out there. And here's some glamour shots. I'll catch you in the next one.